Now, the last and final thing we're going to be talking about in section 10.2 is sigma notation. So what is sigma notation? Well, sigma notation is a shorthand way of writing a series, okay? And you've seen it before. It's the Greek letter epsilon, E, and there's normally a number underneath it where we start, and it can go to some number, and then we have our function, right? And so this looks kind of scary, but basically it says this. This is the first number I'm starting at. This is the last number, the number I'm ending at, of some function, right? And so for our functions, they're going to tell us what they are as some sort of an arithmetic equation, right? And so what we do is, since we know how to find the sum of series, we have to know the first term, the last term, multiply it, or add them together, divide by 2, and multiply by the number of terms. What we can do is we can do that and just make it real quick, right? All right. So let's look at example 6 here. It's a multiple choice question, right? And it says find, okay, so let's see, sigma means sum of 6x minus 1, starting with term 4 all the way to term 18 in that sequence, right? So if we're going to use this equation, the sum of series, n times a1 plus the last term, an, over 2. I need to know what my first term is, a1. I need to know what my last term is, an, and I need to know what n is, the number of numbers, right? All right, so let's do that. So first number is easy, first term. Okay, I'm putting 4 into 6k minus 1. So 6 times 4 is 24 minus 1, so that's 23. That's my first term, okay, a1. Now I find my an. It's my last term. So 6 times 18 minus 1. I don't know that off the top of my head, so I'll do it on my calculator. 6 times 18 minus 1 is 107. Make that look a little nicer. It's 107, okay? And now n, let's figure that out. Now you might want to be inclined to just say it's 14, right? 18 minus 4 is 14, but not so fast. This is how we have to do it. We have to count, and we count starting with 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're at 10. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you'll notice it's 15 numbers, right? It's one of those kind of goofy things in math where it's easy to just do the difference, but we don't count one of them. So n is actually 15. So a good way to remember this would be, you're going to take, in the top one, it'd be the last term. So in our case, 18 minus the first term, 4, and then plus 1, right? 18 minus 4 plus 1, because we have to include one of those numbers, right? And so when we do that, we end up getting 15, which is n, okay? So now that I know that, okay, I can just plug in my numbers into my series, right? So n, we said, is 15 times the first term, which is 23, plus the last term, which is 107, divided by 2. I go to my calculator. So 23 plus 107 divided by 2 times 15. My sum, when I do it on my calculator, is 975. So the correct answer is C.